Have you heard of the STAR method of interviewing? When a hiring manager asks you, "Can you tell me about a time when," you might tense up. Behavioral interview questions are common, but the STAR method is a trick for answering them. Once you learn the STAR method, you can give clear, coherent answers that showcase your skills. In this video, we will teach you everything you need to know about the STAR method of interviewing. This video is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. If you're looking for a job, ZipRecruiter can help. ZipRecruiter makes it easy to apply for jobs with a single click. You can also upload your resume to their resume database so that your resume is searchable for thousands of recruiters and employers who use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is also free for job seekers. Click the link in the description below to get started with ZipRecruiter today. Let's first start with the basics. What is the STAR interview response method? STAR stands for Situation, Task, Action, Result. It describes how you answer a behavioral interview question. Remember, behavioral interview questions often start with, "Tell me about a time," or "Have you ever?" Now we will walk through what each of these things mean. The S stands for situation or setting. Was your internship at a local office your junior year of college? Or perhaps were you working late nights in the emergency room? It doesn't have to be flashy or exciting, just accurate. You also want to include who you were at that time as well. Were you a department manager, a new hire, an intern? Depending on the job you are applying for, you might want to choose situations that will set you up for success in the new role. T stands for task. What task is at the heart of the story? Remember to include details such as time pressures, whether for an internal or an external client, or whatever else fleshes out the story. A stands for action. What did you do? Make sure you focus on your actions and speak in an active voice. Active voice is easiest to identify when you have a clear subject that does a clear action. For example, passive voice would say, "The client got the report on time." An active voice would say, "I delivered the report to the client on time." R stands for results. What happened? You've established the situation or setting of the task at hand and you've described your action. Now you need to explain the result. Make sure the result reflects well on you or pick a different experience. The result needs to be the clear result of your action. Because you did X, Y happened. How do you prepare for an interview using STAR? The first thing to do is memorize the pattern: situation, task, action, result. Then practice it. You may want to write down outlines for your answers to common behavioral interview questions to help cement the plan in your brain. Here's one example of how to answer a question using the STAR method. Here's a question the interviewer may ask: Tell about a time you had to work with someone you didn't get along with. The S in situation would be, "I started a new job as a cashier at the same time as three other employees. One of them, Stephanie, immediately accused me of cheating when I could answer the trainer's questions correctly." Task: I had to gain Stephanie's trust if we would have a good working relationship. Action: I showed Stephanie that I had been taking notes on my phone while the trainer spoke. I offered to send her a copy so she could use them for answers. Result: Stephanie turned down the offer for notes and she continued to say bad things about me, but I always offered to help her in any way that I could. Eventually, she started to leave me alone. Interviewing can be scary, but you'll be prepared to tackle any behavioral question if you practice the STAR method before speaking with a hiring manager. Now that you know how to use the STAR interview method, it's time to find positions to interview for. Check out ZipRecruiter to get started on your job search today. Click the link in the description below to get started with ZipRecruiter for free.